This year at Ballet 5/8, we're continuing to create art that sparks discussion of life and faith. This year's season is full of incredible stories that will touch your heart and will give you a glimpse into someone else's experience. Maria is the heroine of our story, and she is a mother experiencing postpartum depression. Creating this ballet choreographically has been a wonderful challenge, and the dancers have been incredible to work with. We've really had to build each person from the ground up. Every dancer is creating not only a story for one moment in time, but a whole DNA of a character. So there's their backstory, there's their inner thought life, how they move, how they walk. And so when we create these narrative works, we have to get to know the person physically before we can really start creating the story. In this process as well, we're using some digital animations to tell parts of the story, because ballet can't always tell you a lot of story quickly. It's a slow art form, and so the animation is going to help us to fill the audience in on some of the backstory points. So we have Maria and Manuel. They're married. They have 2 children, Jacinta and Malena. And then Valencia is Maria's sister, and she lives with the family, and she is one of Maria's most supportive, loving confidants during this entire difficult season that the family is experiencing. And then we also meet Doña Salina, who is Manuel's mother, and she doesn't really know what to think. She's struggling with something called Marianism, which is kind of the same thing as machismo, but it affects women, where women feel the need to be perfect, particularly as mothers. And Marianism is named for Mary, the mother of Jesus, who is considered to be perfect a lot of the time. And that pressure to be the perfect mother and the perfect wife is something that's experienced by women of every culture. Even though the ballet has some heavy themes, it's full of laughter and fun. There's so much fun folklorico and footwork in the ballet. It's very rhythmic and grounded. The dancers do an amazing job of portraying a story of family. I hope that this ballet will be a beautiful evening of exploring what a mother's perspective can be after the birth of a child, and that it will give us an insight into how we can better support mothers in our communities. Join us this fall for La Llorona in Minnesota and right here in Chicago at the Harris Theater.